What's going on, guys? It's Unknown Player here, and in this video we'll be talking about the new weekly update and all the info we got out of it, which includes some details on the new Crimson Days event, which has a brand new game mode. It's also got brand new bounties and quests, also some consumables, and finally some dance emotes from Tess Everis. We're also going to be talking about the matchmaking and February updates, which should be coming very soon. So a lot of stuff and updates in this video about Destiny in general and the short term. So Crimson Days is that February event, which is happening from the 9th to the 16th, so that's going to be lasting for 1 week. It's got a brand new mode in it, which is called Crimson Doubles. We actually got some brand new details about how the mode is going to work, and it turns out that the mode is 2v2 elimination. So it's a version of doubles, but except it's going to be similar to the Trials of Osiris in the fact that if you die, you're down and you need to be revived, and it's not just going to be like a skirmish version, but only 2v2. It's more like Trials of Osiris in the fact that you need to revive your teammate, and if you both go down, that's going to lose you the round, and it will be out of 5 rounds. So pretty much identical to Trials of Osiris, and it's also going to be similar in the fact that it's match made with fire teams. So you need to be in a fire team of 2. You can't just hop in there solo and find another person. You need to already have a fire team of 2 people, and then you hop in and it will matchmake you with another fire team of 2 people, just like Trials of Osiris. Now, the interesting twist on this game mode is that if one of your teammates dies, the one who's left alive is going to get a buff called the Broken Heart buff, and that basically makes you enraged because your lover has died, and it's going to mean you're faster on the draw. I'm not sure exactly what is meant by that. Maybe you get like quick draw, so your weapons are ready faster and your handling is a little bit easier. Maybe you reload weapons faster, and you also get faster regen, so your health is going to regenerate a little bit quicker, and it's essentially a buff to make you a lot more powerful. So once you kill one enemy, the other one left alive is going to be a lot more powerful and a lot more difficult to kill. His weapons are going to be handling faster, and his health is going to regen faster. You can see the images that were in the update, which kind of show Guardians with these red like flames and lights coming out of them, which shows that they are enraged, and you know that they're going to be super powerful. And this buff basically runs indefinitely until you do one of 3 things. If you revive your teammate, that's going to take away the buff because you're both alive now. If you die, then that's going to lose you the round as normal and you'll start again. Or if you kill both enemies, that's going to win you the round as normal. And essentially, if you're the last alive, you're going to have this buff. That is how it's going to work. I'm definitely very interested to see how this mode is going to work. It seems very cool, and especially seeing as you get good loot, which I'm going to talk about in a second. They did mention how the quests and the bounties are actually tailored towards both of your performances, and one player is doing really well can actually progress the other player who isn't doing so well as bounties and make sure that he's still getting good loot. And it's actually made in mind for people who want to carry others, so you can take someone who's actually really bad at Crucible and someone who's really good, and if the person really bad is dying all the time, that's only going to power up the person who's really good, and they can simply just carry, and with that buff they'll have a very good chance of taking out both the enemies. So it actually doesn't really matter if one of your teammates is really bad and dying all the time. That's only going to make you more powerful as long as you have one person in your team who's actually pretty decent. Now, what is the loot you can actually get from this? It's pretty interesting and pretty weird, as you would expect from a Valentine's Day event. You're going to be able to get chocolate and these pink weird looking ghost shells that can actually drop up to 320, which I really love, and that makes me really happy because my highest ghost shell is actually 318, so that's going to make me a little bit closer to 320 and just mean I need the class item and boots. So I'm actually really happy about that. I'm going to get a 320 ghost shell out of this, and that's going to progress my character a little bit closer to 320 light level. You can also get an emblem and 2 shaders, and finally you can get this crimson candy, which connects both of your fire team members together and is going to boost both of your weapons XP. So essentially a telemetry, and your weapons are going to upgrade faster. Of course, Tess Everis is also going to have a new inventory. There's new microtransactions, fair to tell you. That includes 2 new dances. One of them is the Drake Hotline Bling dance, which is really funny. That's called the Strange dance, and that is really cool. They're actually adding that in. And there's also another dance called the Awkward dance. Not sure what that is. There's a secret handshake and also a fist bump, which you can do to someone else. You can kind of synchronize and look towards each other and do that. And there's finally a charm emote, which I think is like a love heart with your hands, which you can do some in the tower. And then finally, they mentioned at the end, they're doing some constant updates and changes to reduce skill-based matchmaking, and hopefully that's kept to a minimum. Of course, we will ask they remove that, and they have been doing so with Iron Banner, but so far they've only been doing those changes to the Iron Banner playlist and not to the rest of the Crucible. So hopefully they add it to the rest very soon. They did mention how after Iron Banner is over, there will be a period where they still haven't added to Crucible yet. So I'm really hoping that is kept to a minimum and they add it to the rest of the Crucible as soon as possible. There's also going to be a February update, which of course will be dropping with the Crimson Days event, and that's going to be including weapon patches and sandbox updates and stuff like that. And that's going to be your typical big patch update. Hopefully some rebalancing of the Crucible and the meta and how weapons work and which ones are good. And they mentioned how they're going to increase the quality of life for our Guardians. Hopefully some new changes in that, which will be a little bit better. I'm hoping they add some customization to the D-pad so we can actually choose what emotes we do when we press what buttons. And they did say a long time ago, they actually hinted that they're working on that, and that should be something they will be able to do soon. So hopefully we can see that in this update, which does bring new emotes. And And as always, I really hope they do tell us some more information about a bigger DLC coming soon. We do know that it's something much bigger than anything we've seen so far in the Taken King, which is coming in the next coming months. So hopefully we'll get some info about that, maybe a trailer, and I'm really hoping it's something massive like a new raid, new level cap, a new gear, and stuff like that. That will be ideal, but again, we're gonna have to wait and see. And of course, any updates, I'll keep you guys updated right here on my channel and also on my Twitter, which I'll link in the description. So hopefully you guys did enjoy this video. Comment down below as always with your thoughts. I love reading your guys' comments, and also drop a like rating on the video if you enjoyed it, and I'll see you guys in the next video.